Hi Gemini, it is CJ from CJ Soul Messages here. I hope you're doing really, really well, and that this brand new year of 2022 is starting off with a lot of great energy for you, and that you're healthy and ready to take on this brand new fresh year. I am going to be doing your general 2022 reading. Just an overview of what potentially could be happening for you for this brand new year. I've already pulled the cards out prior off of camera, obviously to save some time, as it is 12 months that we're covering. And so we're just going to start month by month. I pulled one card from my Light Seers deck, and I also then pulled a card from Wisdom of the Oracles. And then we will just go through month by month on this, and then I pulled a couple of wisdom cards to close out your reading. So I gotta say, Gemini, this looks like a very positive, somewhat transformative year for you, if this resonates. A lot of things going on here. Feels like a lot of personal growth, but I do want to say you seem to be very guided from Divine this entire year, which is a lovely kind of energy to have, especially as we're starting to enter it. So let's just begin. Two things though: non-gender specific read as usual, and number two, it's 12 months. Time is fluid. So this one month might flow into the other. It might be, you're going to have to place it where it might fit on your specific timeline. Okay, so that's it. Let's get started. So the first month, January 2022, this is what Spirit had for you. First of all, they have the Seven of Pentacles. And then they pulled the Observer. Beautiful energy here. I'm going to try and show it without the glare from my camera. But this is beautiful energy. It really is kind of this, I think it's kind of a beautiful way to enter the beginning of the year of January, because it is really about you not doing a lot. It's more about you kind of just taking a back seat and observing what you have been able to achieve, observing what perhaps you haven't, observing other people's actions, how other people have influenced you, and just really taking stock of everything that's been going on around you before really getting out and starting to go on some kind of a path, as we move through the months. So I really like this, because after the hecticness of December, with Christmas, if you celebrate it, or any of the holidays you celebrate it, it's kind of just a nice way to slowly open the doors to this brand new year for you. So, along with Observer, we got the Seven of Pentacles, as I said. This goes hand in hand, because Seven of Pentacles is all about really looking to see the effort that you've put in, whether this is in relationships or career or family, finances, etc. It can apply to all or none of those things. If this is for you, if this reading is resonating with you. But the Seven of Pentacles is all about you really checking and honestly looking at, are you getting that return of everything that you've put in? For some of you, you are. For others, you may not be. It's going to be different for each of you, Gemini. But it is really that time where he is observing. He is observing the plant. He cannot see what is underneath the soil. He does not know exactly what is growing there. But he is contemplating. He's asking himself, do I like the way things are going, or do I need to do something different? Is there some change? So this is really leading to the energy that Spirit is saying to you, Gemini. This is the month of January to really just take some time out and be really honest with yourself and see very clearly what is working for you and what isn't. And then be able to make a plan on what needs to be adjusted, what perhaps needs to be dropped. That could be even people, it could be attitudes, and what needs to stay. What are you benefiting from? What are you enjoying? So really nice energy to have at the beginning of the year. So when we move into February, I really do love this. We got the Sun. Now that is a Leo card, so perhaps you may have a Leo placement or you may be involved with a Leo, but regardless, the sun is all about glory. It's all about enjoyment. It's about being free. It is about feeling renewed. It is also energy of feeling hopeful again, if you haven't been feeling that in any area of your life. So it's a very positive energy showing up here. And what I love, what Spirit paired it with is new life. I'm going to hold it up as close as I can. Let me just put this card down here. New life. Brand new life. Look, there's a person here and they're waking up and stretching, and there's a divine energy around this figure, and it is all about this brand new start, a brand new way. For some, it may be you are waking up now after the month of January of observing and looking and studying to see what works, what doesn't. February comes along and it's like this new awakening happens. And you know, you may not know exactly the path you're wanting to go on, but there is something being blessed here with the sun showing up. So you may be starting a new career. This could be a brand new relationship that you are entering in. Whatever it is being blessed by the sun. And it looks like this is going to be a really great month for you to begin something new that is very positive in energy. When we go to March, we have the Five of Wands. Now, Wands is our fire element, and Wands are about our passions, and it's about how we actually move in this life we live, our actions that we take, movement really. And Five of Wands, interesting, because this is about, can be about conflict. It can be about others not hearing you. Perhaps you're not hearing someone else. It can be a bit of a struggle. If you can see on this card, you know, there's 4 figures, 5 figures there, and they're kind of each pushing each other out of the way to try to get to the very top here. Now, what I'm feeling for you, Gemini, though, is that in this situation of March, there may be something that is coming up for you that you are going to actually have to fight for. Five of Wands can also mean like what you really are passionate about and what you really believe in, you stand up for, and you don't lie down, and you don't tolerate anything else. And I like that because it comes with go the distance. Now, hopefully you can see this. This is like a cheetah is leaping through the air, high above the ground, and is actually getting to the flag of where it wants to get. It's going the distance. So Spirit is saying, if there is something here this month that you are feeling very passionate about, and you are feeling very convicted about, it is really important for you to make sure you keep pushing yourself in that endurance level. Don't stop. You have the strength. You have the ability to make it to exactly where you're heading. Gosh, that glare is quite bad. Okay. So it feels like March is going to be a month where you might be tested a little bit more. You know, in life, we have good days, we have bad days. We got to kind of take a little bit of the rocky part. That's just part of life. And trust that everything is going to work out the way it is meant to. Everything that is meant for you won't pass you by. So this month feels like you've got the determination. Spirit is wanting you to remember, Gemini, that you have the strength and you can go the distance. And if anyone else is trying to get in your way, you need to just stay convicted in the path that you're on and not allow yourself to get swayed by anyone or anything else that may stop you from reaching your target. So we go to April then, and April is, okay, so, you know, I think April is going to be a little bit more of a month possibly for you, Gemini, where you might be feeling a little sad. You might be feeling a little discouraged. Maybe what is happening in March has taken a little bit of energy from you, because we have the Five of Cups, and cups are all about our emotions. Now, the Five of Cups is more of a sad energy. It's one where you know, there's 4 cups that have been spilt. There's 1 cup at the very back that is filled with beautiful things, but this energy is not able to look and see what is still potentially there that can fill up your entire cup. So Spirit is asking you to imagine. So if you're having a little bit more of a rough month and things aren't going exactly how you had planned, as you know, in life, things rarely go exactly as we plan. Spirit is reminding you to imagine imagine exactly what you can achieve. Imagine what it is that you're really wanting. Imagine that happy family, that beautiful partnership with another, romantic or otherwise. Imagine having that career that really fulfills your heart and your soul. Imagine that. These feelings are temporary. 5 of Cups. We do not have to choose to give it any more energy than what has already happened. If you've already been felt sad about something, that's okay, but you don't need to remain in this energy. Imagine your life differently. Imagine what it is you want. So I just feel like Spirit is saying, you know, April might be a little bit more of a challenge emotionally for you, but imagine the possible outcomes. Imagine the possibilities that are positive and light and freeing even. Allow yourself to dream in the month of April as well, because, you know, our imagination is what creates everything. It has to start with some kind of a thought. And if we can allow ourselves to dream big, then we can allow our big dreams to come into our 3D world. So then that takes us to the month of May, right? Yes, May. 12 months, kind of a pretty long read, and I'm trying to keep it as short as I can, but, you know, we've got to cover this. So we're in May now. May's interesting. So because I say that because Spirit has picked between 2 worlds here. Now, between 2 worlds means that there is one cycle, one path, somewhat closing out, while another one is somewhat opening up. But you're in that no man's land, basically. You're not quite done with the past, but you're not quite ready for the future energy. So this is going to be requiring some patience, you know, in whatever area this is. But it is asking you to remain patient, because you're not going to stay in this position forever. Obviously, as we move on, you'll see what comes. The 7 of Wands, Spirit pulled out. Now, I like this because if you can see on the card, the 7 of Wands, there is a figure here, and she is in a beautiful, peaceful pose with her palms over her heart, and she's protecting herself. But she's also in a bubble that is keeping any kind of negative energy, other people, you know, situations. She's keeping that away from herself. She is allowing herself to just be free and flow with what is coming, and as well as where she is. She's not moving. She's not pushing anything one way or the other. She's simply being patient and basically being present in her moment and allowing destiny to guide her. So that is what Spirit is wanting you to remember for this month of May, is you may feel a little out of sorts. You might wonder, what the hell is going on here? Do I go back to something? Do I try and force it to move forward? Spirit is saying, don't force it this month, Gemini. It's really important for you just to remain grounded within yourself, within you and your strength and your ability to go with the flow, and eventually you're going to get out of this. You know, this between worlds is interesting too, because it is a necessity that has to sometimes happen for us to really get focused on what it is that we're wanting to bring in. We go to June, and I like this. So it's like this, there's a transition going on here for you, Gemini, but it feels one that is so necessary. All these steps feel quite necessary for this growth that is coming towards you. We have the Emperor. Love it. You know, the Emperor, what does he do? He is confident. He is boss energy. He, look at him sitting there. He is relaxed. He's not stressed about anything. He's in his full control. He knows what decisions he wants to make. He knows who he wants in his life. He knows who he does not want in his life. And he trusts his entire self. And this is Aries card. You know, you do have a little bit of fire going on in this reading. So for some of you Geminis, you may absolutely be dealing with fire signs. So, and that could include Sagittarius, even though Saggy hasn't shown up here, but it is a fire. From the, the Wisdom of Oracle, Spirit picked higher power. Now, the Emperor obviously is the higher power in his kingdom, right? Or in his empire. You know, he's at the top. He makes decisions for the people. And they're fair and just, and he does right by them. Now we have higher power, which is just the divine energy coming through to remind you and let you know that you are going to be in your higher power come the month of June. This is where things start to really change energetically for the year 2022. This is about you trusting your intuition and your third eye. I'm going to try and show you as best as I can. Oh, it's not going to come through. Well, okay, there's a figure here. Beautiful, almost angelic figure. But there is a key on, in between your forehead, your third eye energy. And it is lighting up towards the heavens. So Spirit is saying, this is where you are going to be in the month of June. You're going to be trusting your intuition. You're going to almost have this higher knowing, right? And it is going to be connected to the divine because it is a higher power. It is going to be bringing you into a position, I feel, of quite powerful energy. Whether, like I said, maybe you're going to become a boss. Maybe you're going to start some entrepreneur business. Maybe that's what it's revolving around here. But come June, this is when things really start to shift. This card of February, when we talk about new life, new life doesn't automatically just happen the next day. It takes time. It takes time to get the momentum started. But I feel like by June, you are going to be well on your way with whatever this is regarding. We get to July, and we have all your hard work here, all this energy you've put into really assessing what to keep, what to let go of, what direction to go in, fighting for what it is you want really starts to pay off in the month of July, because we have strength, again, another Leo card, and then we have Treasure Island. So all this strength, all this courage that it's taken to get you to this place is going to be so rewarded, because Treasure Island is all about this hard work that you put in. You now receive your bounty. You receive the accolades of everything that you've been aspiring to. It's still going to take strength. You're still going to have to be courageous. But there's something here about you really beginning to get your harvest. Your jewels are coming in the month of July. I love this card. It's like there's a treasure chest on a beautiful sea turtle. And the treasure chest is surrounded with hearts and stars and jewelry and, jewels and diamonds. And it is just, finally, you are getting all of this payback for the work that you've been putting in. Could be in a relationship. Maybe that's going to be the month where you are going to meet someone who you adore. If you're single, it could be for sure about, your business becoming very successful, or where you're working. Maybe you all of a sudden start getting bonuses and raises, but it's going to be a good month. There's something here about the strength card showing up as well that is reminding you, Gemini, that you might be in the spotlight. The Leo is represented by strength, but also the Sun card. And Leos are, how do I say this? They're very bold, they're very kind of like, here I am, look at me. They're quite proud. So it feels like the month of July is going to be where you're going to get all of these rewards coming in. And I feel like you're going to be acknowledged for your courageousness, for your strength, for your determination, for your boldness. It's really beautiful. So then we move into August, which is Leo season. Again, we've got wands. I mean, a lot of fire energy. So we have the Two of Wands. Two of Wands is all about, trying to figure out what path you want to go on. It is about trying to make a plan of, do I want to go here? Do I want to go there? Do I want to try this career? Do I want to try that career? And it is one of planning, right? What I love happens is that, wow, blessed shows up. I'm trying to get this as clear as I can. Man, it's not so great. Blessed. Do you know what this means, Gemini? It means that you may be pondering, the way you want to go and trying to make your plans, while fate comes in, divine comes in and says, here we go. We are actually just going to give this to you. And it may come in very quick and something that you're not expecting. But it is beautiful. It's positive. It is really kind of like, I almost want to say like luck. It's like you get your lucky break. Love this. So it's basically like Spirit just goes, okay, you don't need to make the plans. Here it is. Here's everything that you were wanting. August or September comes along. Again, we have another Wands. We have the Knight of Wands. Beautiful energy. This is feeling free and feeling passionate and going after what it is you want, and nothing is stopping you, and you're not concerned about anything. You really are just in the moment, and you are feeling good, and you are feeling like you can do nothing, like nothing can stop you, basically, energy. Along with that, what do you get? The Fates. A lot of divine energy here. So the Fates. Now this is interesting because what this card is representing, what it means, it's basically, you know, that saying, you know, to be able to accept the things you cannot change, have the courage to change what you can, and having the wisdom to know the difference. So something is going on in the month of November. Okay, well, maybe for some of you guys it's going to be November, but this is September reads. There's something going on here where you are going to become aware, or you're going to become very enlightened to, like it says, accept what you can not change, and have the courage to change what you can. And you're going to have the wisdom to know what the difference is, because the Knight of Wands is a very kind of free energy. This is a really positive letter energy, and you're just going to go with it. So I feel like you're going to have this major awakening of, okay, this is where I want to go, and I'm not, I know what I can't change, I know what I can, and that's the direction I'm going to be going in. When we move into October, it's beautiful. We have the Fool and All That Glitters. Now, what I like about this is All That Glitters is, the meaning behind this card is, it's about really being able to use discernment to understand who is being real and who is not being real. This is the energy where you are no longer going to allow anyone to wear a mask and pretend to be someone else, and you are going to see it as accurately as it truly is. You know, if you think about removing all the glitter, you know, some people will show you everything that looks really, really good, but underneath it might have just been, you know, fake gold, basically. So what I feel that Spirit is wanting you to know for the month of October, Gemini, is that this is going to be the month where you're going to see very clearly everyone's that are around you. You're going to see very clearly what their objectives are. And you are going to be able to cut free of anything that is not genuine. And when you cut free of anyone or anything that is not truly genuine and is not about supporting you to get to your highest good, you then are going to just take a leap of faith, because the Fool shows up, which is saying this is a new beginning. And Spirit is wanting you to trust that everything is going to be fine, and you are going to land on your feet, even if you have to cut out something or someone that was literally fake, that were pretending to be something that they weren't. But it offers this brand new start for you. And it does feel more to me like this is more about romance when we're coming into October, because it just feels like there's maybe someone that has been around you, maybe someone that you've been in a relationship with, even a marriage could be. But you're seeing clearly now. It's like the masks are getting removed, and you're seeing clearly, which then offers you this brand new start, which is you taking a leap of faith, going, okay, right, I see who you are, and I don't want that now, so I'm going to go on this new journey. November comes, and wow, man, I love it, because this does feel like this is going to be a new love for you. Obviously, this isn't going to apply to everyone. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of Geminis that are in a beautiful, committed relationship. And if that's okay, if that's the case, this still applies. But I do feel for those of you Geminis who are single, this is letting you know that come November, there is going to be someone that's going to come in that is really going to be your counterpart, because we have the Two of Cups. And Two of Cups is about perfect harmony. It is such beautiful balance. It is unconditional love, and it is just deep commitment and working really beautifully together. And I just want to draw your attention to look at the magic these two hands are creating as they join hands. The magic that is pouring into these gold bowls is like the colors of the rainbow. So it's like the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow is happening in November or around there. And the card that Spirits pulled for Wisdom of Oracle is exchanging gifts. So exchanging gifts is all about this equal give and take. It is a balance. Again, it is a beautiful harmony. It is nothing that is out of balance. It's like what you put into a relationship, the other person is going to put the same into it as well, so that you're both perfectly whole on your own, but actually you're whole together at the same time. I hope that makes sense. But it is beautiful. And if you're already in a committed relationship, it just feels like if anything's been a little rocky, or maybe it's been a little stagnant, maybe there's been stresses. Of course, life is stressful. It's going to come into alignment around November. And there's going to be this beautiful equal give and take again, this balancing out and a reconnection. Because the Two of Cups does represent marriage as well. So, for some of you, you're already married, and things are going to start to really get beautiful again, if they haven't been, in the month of November. So we move to the last month of the year, 2022, December. It's interesting because I'm going to start with TikTok. This is what came out. Now, TikTok, you would think TikTok, get working, get moving. But it's not. It's the opposite. This card is representing all about you just again, almost like how we opened up with Observe in January. It's now kind of closing the month with letting things fall into place on divine timing, not forcing anything, trusting that everything that is meant will be for you. It won't pass you by. And it is just actually allowing yourself, once again, to just relax. Relax and allow things to manifest on the time that they're meant to manifest, not on necessarily your time. So it's a beautiful energy to close out the year. What I really like about that, though, is that it's accompanied by the Page of Wands. You see, we've got a lot of wands here, a lot of fire. Page of Wands is beautiful because this is not focused. It's more just letting the passion, the excitement come out, and you just go after it. You just go after it. You don't have a plan. You don't have you don't have a whole bunch of ideas about it. You're just literally in the passion, in the moment of going after what it is that really lights your heart on fire, and being very free in that moment. So I like how that is closing out for you, Gemini, because it really is saying, take your time. You don't need to force anything in the month of December. The only thing Spirit is asking you to do is to really allow yourself to be free with what it is that inspires you, that what is creative for you and that makes you feel giddy inside. Timing will take care of the rest, Timing, again, is really earth-bound. It's not divine-bound. So allow destiny to assist in this journey for you in this month of December, where you can just kind of be more freer and more spontaneous and go after the things that you want. Do the things that you want to do, and don't worry so much about when will it get done, or when will I see the results. That's not the month. December is not that month. It is simply just closing out the year by being way more free and just feeling happy and really feeling fulfilled with going after the things that brings you enjoyment. So, really powerful month for you. On the bottom of the deck of the Wisdom of Oracle, I do like this because it's time to go. Time to go. This is now referring to, a chapter, a cycle has ended. it is time now for you to get ready to enter into this whole new chapter, new cycle. Now, this is on the bottom of the deck. So this is the energy that is influencing this entire read for you, Gemini. So it makes sense, right? Because we have new life, we have brand new life, we have the Fool, and then we have time to go. So closing up a chapter, wrapping up a chapter, I think that's going to be happening for you in the month of January. I am doing these readings in the first, I guess it's the first week or two. It's the 13th today of January. So you may be in this energy right now. So it's kind of like once you've had this time to really actually observe in the month of January approximately, you're going to be making some huge changes. And the divine is going to be assisting you the entire way. On the bottom of my Light Seers deck, we have the Chariot. Now, this is saying that you are going to be, again, kind of like the Emperor, except this is Cancer's card. But this is getting back in the driver's seat and really making a lot of progress, really moving forward in the direction you want to go in, because you now have the clarity of mind, of heart, of soul, of where you are wanting to go, where you are wanting this chariot to end up. You've got a clear focal point of where you're wanting to go. So again, like I said, this is the energy under the deck, so it is influencing the overall read. Very, very powerful. I think it's going to be a really beautiful year for you. It feels very positive. Yes, there's going to be some ups and some downs. There's going to be some need for you, Gemini, to really kind of fight for what it is you want, for what you feel is right, but you're going to get there. You are really going to get there. I just think it's really important for you to trust your intuition, but also remember to take some steps back so that you can get the clarity that you need in every situation. Sometimes it's best to just take a step back and sit and allow things to just show themselves so that you don't have to put a lot of energy into trying to force it. Everything is going to happen on divine timing here. So to close up this reading, I did pull a card from the Pearls of Wisdom, and we got Spiritual Path. And that's exactly what this feels like for you, Gemini. It feels like you're going on this brand new spiritual path. Like there's so much more enlightenment that's coming to you. And like I just feel like you are opening up. That's how it feels. So I'll read what it says. It says, "We know our spiritual needs. Logic does not give us answers. You have the wisdom and the knowledge to achieve. Positive self-talk helps you to progress and see your future. Affirmation is, I am capable." But there's this word again, wisdom, right? Wisdom. And that's what the Fates is about. There's a lot of energy here about your higher wisdom coming into clear focus in the year of 2022. On the bottom of that deck, interesting enough, is the card Wisdom. So it's all about your wisdom and, your higher self. Do you define yourself by others' expectations? Release your fears and past beliefs, and life will take care of itself and it will flow. Your affirmation is, I am trusting my inner wisdom. So, oh, excuse me, Gemini. There is this, I don't want to say transformation because, that word gets used a lot, and we're all transforming all the time. But there is this just growth that is coming to you in this year, and it is just allowing and trusting that it is going to unfold in the time it is meant to. Remember to take some time out for yourself. Remember to allow yourself to cut away from anything that isn't serving you for the highest purpose, and trusting that that will be the right decision for you, and making room to bring all of this beautiful abundance of love, money, positive career, etc. into your world, and using and trusting your wisdom. So that's what I have for you. I like it. I think it's going to be a very interesting year for you. So with that, Gemini, I thank you so much for being here. I truly support... it's Mercury retrograde almost, so words are not working properly. But I really appreciate your support. It means a lot to me. Thank you so, so much. And, I wish you a very, very blessed 2022. So until next time, Take care of yourself. Love and light.